All right. It's December 19th, Saturday. The gyms are supposedly opening tomorrow. Better days are ahead of us tonight. This morning, I actually had my first run in about 8 years.
And how did it feel?
My chest was hurting. It's hurting a lot. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was having a heart attack. I ain't going to lie. At the end of it, I thought I was just going to collapse right then and there.
But how did the finish feel? How did the finish feel?
It felt okay.
It
felt okay on the fact that I only did 1.25 miles. All right. Right. And me knowing that in my head, I'm like, damn, like, dude, you're struggling to run a fucking mile. Like, Jesus Christ, get it together. Right. So it kind of solidified what I already thought about myself. And I'm a fat slob that needs to get back into shape. But it definitely did feel good. Like when I was laying down my bed. And I was like, wow, I really did that today. And, hopefully I have more days like that. And hopefully I can, build up some continuity and actually get into shape. Not only running shape and, shape as in terms of physical appearance, but also just the way I feel and also the confidence that I get from that. Also, the boxing abilities that I may garner from, doing this day in and day out.
Oh, shit. Niggas gonna be trying John.
Shit.
Yeah.
Listen, one thing about fighting is boxing is super important in a fight, but it ain't the end all be all. There's a lot of elements to the fight game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of elements to the fight game, and boxing definitely gives you an upper hand over your opponent. In terms of a lot of just not even besides the hands, just the mental game. Like the mental game of boxing alone gives you a huge upper hand, but there's still a lot more to the fight game, like the clinch. You think you're gonna beat up some white boy because he's white, and it turns out he was a D1 wrestler, and then he scoops you and he slaps your head against the earth, and then then you're out. And
then shit, now you're looking like Nate Robinson.
Yeah, now you're looking like Nate Robinson.
World star.
Yeah. So there's a lot of elements.
Shit.
I hope like when this Corona stuff finally ends, I can get in the gym and do some jiu-jitsu as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be awesome because then that at least balances you out a little bit to a degree. So when you get on your back or you get on the ground, you know what to do. That's all important. But yeah, boxing, jiu-jitsu, fighting in general, something that I really enjoy, and I think it's probably the most important sport to learn. I think in our world.
Oh, and why is that so?
Because it's the only one that actually teaches you how to. It teaches you a form of self-preservation. Truly, like I was just thinking about this earlier about myself. I was like, all right, like if somebody were to break into my house today, even if I had a gun. Right? Like, yeah, I shoot. Maybe they get scared. They run away. Right? But what if that person's determined and then you're in a shootout? That's a completely different thing. Like that's a completely different. People think like, oh, because they got a gun, they're just going to shoot. And then, oh, he's going to run away. I'm going to bust my gun. He's just going to run away. But like, okay, what if he decides he's not going to run away? Like then it's a completely different thing. It's like, it's the difference between like you and your boys going to jump a dude versus a dude just being like, all right, let's square up right now. Like then it's a completely different thing. Like then like you can't breathe, you can't see, you can't hear shit, you're panicking. And that's the same thing that's going to happen in a shootout. Like if somebody decided to shoot back and stand their ground and it's not an ambush situation, well then dude, like, I feel like the nerves, the anxieties, the ill preparedness, for most people, I think it would get to them. I think the winner of that exchange would be the person that decides to, I'm going to stand my ground, because that person obviously has some kind of confidence or some crazy will to kill or whatever the hell. So I think that if you learn boxing, at least you learn a degree of how to control your emotions, how to control your anxieties, and how to just become calm in a chaotic situation, like at least to a beginner's level. When you learn boxing.
Oh, okay. So fighting is like the beginner's level to a shootout.
Yeah. Well, to self-preservation.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's super important because even like even today, like when we first started again, I was like, whoa. Like, you was throwing like the pool things at me.
Yeah.
And right in the beginning, like, that second round, I started picking it up more. But the first round, it was like, whoa. Like, I was like, I was out of control a little bit. Like, I couldn't control myself. And in a situation that's the least chaotic that it's going to get, you're getting hit by pool noodles, right?
Yeah, but them pool noodles, well, I ain't gonna lie, them shits were a little thick.
No, pause. They were the XL versions.
Yeah, them definitely hurt a little bit.
Yeah, hurt a little bit to a degree. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just like learning to be able to be calm in a chaotic situation where you're not supposed to be able to breathe, you're not supposed to be able to see, you're not supposed to be able to hear. Learning to see, hear, and breathe and be under control, I think, is super important. I think that's one of the most important things that you can learn in life.
Mm-hmm. And the lessons just basically can kind of like cross over to all other situations of chaos.
Mm-hmm. And you learn to fight, you know, and that literal form of fighting definitely can transfer over to other areas of your life in a figurative form, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, that was our morning right there. Hell yeah. I said that was our morning. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, that definitely did feel good too. Because this whole coronavirus stuff and being locked in that damn room, that was definitely getting to me too. You know? And being able to go outside, get some exercise, work out, release some stress. Man, that shit felt good.
Definitely felt good. Will did say that the gyms are opening back up tomorrow. I don't know how accurate that is. If they are, that's good, but I think I'm still going to run. I think I like running outside more than running on a treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
You agree? 50-50.
I like the treadmill a little bit more just because on the treadmill you can be less aware of your surroundings and you can like kind of like drift off in your head a little bit more.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and the streets
get a better workout. Yeah.
You kind of like gotta make sure you're paying attention to cars.
Yeah.
Like who's on
Stray
the road.
dog.
Yeah. too much to worry about.
Man.
But
let me tell you something. If a dog ever if I'm ever in a situation like that where a dog is like chasing me, I don't think I'm like showing any remorse. I think I'm just gonna stab it up. Like I'm being dead. I know that's terrible, but if a dog bigger than like 40 pounds comes at me, I'm gonna stab it up.
Oh,
I'm gonna stab it up. Like I'm gonna stab it up.
You're not even gonna like take a second to just think like, why is it running towards you?
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna give it a chance. No, I'm gonna pull my knife out. I'm gonna give it a chance.
Oh, okay.
Right. If it lunges at me, it's getting stabbed up. That's a fact. Yep.
It's cold.
Yeah. I mean, well, he's trying to protect himself. Because that dog we seen earlier today, bro, that was a little.
That's like, if that dog came at me,
a little strong,
I'm gonna stab it up.
Yeah,
there's no kicking. There's no like no
wressling.
No, you're using sharp shit in your mouth. We're not playing fair here. All right,
oh
so.
yeah.
You observe. So that's that. Man, my nose. But yeah, it definitely the gym is better if I work out. I think getting a workout outside is definitely invigorating.
Yeah, because you're conquering a whole lot more.
And it's hard to be lazy when you're outside. Like once that cold hits you, man, it's like you're just out here. You know what I'm saying? You're just out here. It's hard to drag when you're outside. Like it's just like you just get kickstarted right away. In my opinion.
The cold, the air, the atmosphere, all of that combined definitely makes it a little bit tougher. But the fight is definitely worth it, and it's definitely more rewarding when you cross that finish line.
Yeah, I seen the Connor McGregor documentary this past week. That's all I could think about when I was running. Like I wanted to give it, but I was like man, like the way Connor McGregor just like overcame so much adversity is like one of the most inspiring things in American sports.
Oh,
in my opinion.
Okay, and then you can kind of like relate to that adversity, like when you're out there running in the outside.
Yes, sir.
Embracing the elements.
Yeah, because he would do stuff like that. He didn't care. He didn't have nothing. He had nothing, and he had like the supreme confidence that like Tyson would always talk about. Like he had nothing. Like the dude had like zilch, nothing. It was just out in Ireland, and he just accomplished. Like he became champion of the world, like he said he would be. Damn. It's insane. I remember like he was so poor, and then like I remember like his first fight in the UFC, he won performance in the night, and he got 60 G's, and like he was so excited about 60 G's. I think I'm pretty sure you've seen the clip when it goes, Dana, 60 G's, baby, yeah. Do you remember that?
Oh, is that like when he has like the mohawk, or is that before or after? I only remember like I seen a Connor McGregor documentary a long time ago, and like in the early stages of his career, he had like a mohawk.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about, like the short one though. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so that's probably like around that time.
60 G's, baby. Like he was so excited for 60 G's because like to him 60 G's was like, yeah, that's life-changing money to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now he's like this huge millionaire. And you know he dresses like the way he wants to dress. He wears these suits, and it's like I don't know.
You gotta admire the growth. The growth.
Yeah.
Growth is crazy, especially you gotta admire someone who says they're gonna do something and then they go out and actually do it
to the highest degree.
The highest degree and everything they said they would do. Yeah, because that's an audacious goal right there to say you're gonna be the world champion of MMA, and then you go out and you fulfill that.
And not only that, like the biggest UFC fighter of all time.
Yeah,
of all time.
Most
he may
popular,
not be
everything.
The best, but he's the biggest by far.
Yeah,
by far.
Yeah, like even if you're not an MMA fan, you're definitely gonna know who Connor is.
You know Connor McGregor. Like, you know him. And another thing that's so crazy about it is like, it's like you're literally fighting for money. Like you're fighting for it. Like, like you know what I'm saying? Like people say, I'm out here working my 9 to 5, I'm fighting to stay alive. Yeah. Like no.
That's figurative.
No. You're not actually fighting. Slow down. Slow down. Guys like Conor McGregor were literally fighting, literally getting punched. They were in the hurt business. Other people were trying to hurt them for what? 5 G's at a time.
Yeah,
if that, 5 G's at a time.
Early career, probably even for free in the like very beginning. Like probably like
I heard George Masvidal talking about like he was just like his first fight he got like $100.
Damn,
he got $100, and then he just went to McDonald's after, and he was just happy about that he can buy all the homies McDonald's and like.
Damn. Like, I don't know whether to take like be happy about that or like damn like what the fuck is that? Because you just win $100 and just get your ass beat potentially, bro. That's crazy. And then you go ball out at McDonald's,
McD's like that.
Yo, what the fuck?
Those are the beginnings, man. Those are the humble beginnings.
The humble beginnings. Shit, but I mean, if you love the sport and you're that passionate about it, I guess that $100 does mean a lot. Yeah, because you can probably just see it. You know, like damn, if I made 100 match, I could probably make like 1,000. And then after that, definitely maybe 100 million. So it's just like, oh shit. So that's probably how he saw it.
Yeah, and I'm happy for George because like this past year was like his first big paycheck.